In this video, I'm gonna reveal how you can become way more competent and skilled in the egg industry by writing your egg thesis. Now, I know that writing a thesis can be a pain in the ass. That's why I'm also gonna reveal how I made the process of writing it as easy as it gets. And keep in mind that I'm not an expert on this topic or anything, I just wrote a thesis and I wanna now share my experiences with you. So, in general, there are 4 main points to becoming more competent. You wanna write a good enough thesis to pass. And if you have some higher academic ambitions, then you can always strive for a better grade. I didn't really strive for one, but in the end I did get an A and I don't complain. To write a good thesis, you wanna make the writing as easy as possible for yourself, and we'll get back to that later. The third point is that if you really wanna become more competent, then you have to gain as much experience as possible in the process. And the fourth point, you wanna make as many contacts as possible through the writing so that you really exploit the full potential the thesis can offer you. My opinion is that if you are gonna spend a shitload of time on it anyways, then why not profit as much as humanly possible from it? So at the end of the video, I'm gonna reveal how I did just that and also got an A for the paper. And now, let's dive deep into the 4 points, shall we? Firstly, we need to be clear about what it takes to write a good thesis. Some people have the misconception that they just choose some topic and then think about the best way to write a paper about it. Well, that's actually a really bad way to go about things because of one specific reason. You can't polish a turret. For example, if someone discovered a great topic on the internet and thought, well, this is interesting, let me write my thesis on it, without giving it much thought, then they would have a really fucking hard time writing about the topic for a whole semester if they changed their mind all of a sudden. Ideally, you already know what topic you are interested in even before you've started studying college. But it isn't a big deal when you don't. If you still have a semester or two before writing your thesis, then I would highly suggest you doing some broad research on agriculture in general and writing down the topics you are most interested in. Once you have like 5 or 10 of them, then dive deeper, eliminate the ones you aren't that interested in, and continue this process until you are left with one single topic. Once you have it, then apply for an internship in a company that's in the industry of your topic immediately. And if the internship works out well, then lucky you. But if you find out you don't like it, then analyze what exactly you didn't like, find some other topic based on that outcome and do some research on that. Chances are that by now you are good to go for your thesis. By planning ahead like this, you'll ensure that you'll have a really easy job writing the paper. Now, how to get some meaningful experience from the thing? This depends mainly on what you wanna do. For example, if you wanna be an agronomist, then I wouldn't waste my time researching some books in an archive, but get an internship in an agronomy company instead. Basically, don't focus so much on the writing of the thesis itself, but rather on how you can max out the gains from it. And don't get me wrong, if you are gonna focus on getting as much practical experience in the industry while writing the thesis, then you are gonna end up writing a much better thesis than if you just research some books in the first place. So it's sort of a win-win situation. If you do all this, then getting the contacts is actually very easy. Either talk to your supervisor if he or she knows someone in a company in your field, or simply hop on the internet and search for some companies yourself. They are usually welcome to students that wanna write a thesis with them, so it shouldn't be a big deal getting someone to cooperate with you. Simply write an email to a few of them and I'm sure that somebody's gonna answer. Now the real magic starts when you get the actual internship. You wanna connect with the top level people there because that's usually the most rewarding thing to do. And the easiest way to do so, by far, is to somehow incorporate an interview into your thesis. The reason for this is quite simple. I've already done multiple interviews with companies in the modern egg industry. Some were for this channel, some were for my thesis, some were for only just personal purposes, and 99% of the interviewees were CEOs. I didn't even ask for that. I just wrote to the company saying that I wanna interview somebody from their team and ended up interviewing the CEO himself or herself. These are some interesting social dynamics that you can really exploit. So I highly recommend you to incorporate an interview into your thesis because there is a big chance that you are gonna get some one-on-one time with high-level people. And now I'm gonna share with you how I managed to get some great contacts while writing a good thesis and enjoying the whole process. I'm interested in modern agriculture, so I chose to cover the topic of hydroponics in the agriculture on the example of the farm Aquaponia in a small town in the center of the Czech Republic, because that's where I'm from. I secured an interview with someone from the company and proceeded to structure the thesis. My supervisor told me that it would be good to do 1/3 theory and analysis of the interview for the second third, and ended with some prognosis for the future or some BS like that. I didn't really care. Then I found out that I'm gonna be interviewing the CEO of the company, and I was stoked. I really liked doing the interview, and that's also the reason why I started this channel, to connect with all these great people in the agriculture industry. Anyways, I ended up writing some 46 pages because it was an undergrad thesis and got an A for it. I hope you did get some value from this video and wish you many sleepless nights writing your paper. Thanks for watching.